This is the Villa Download. We break it down, your dose of love, violence and beyond. From the villa to the latest shows. This is the Villa Download, where the real story always flows.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Villa Download, your go-to spot for all things reality TV, pop culture, and the moments we cannot stop talking about.
You know, that's right. And where we break it all down and we give you the tea. And yes, and we say what everything else, we say everything that everybody's thinking.
Yes, and today's episode is a good one.
Because we're sitting down here with the most talked about men, with one of the most talked about men of the season of Temptation Island, y'all. We've got Kai Stone here. Give it up.
Yes. So from that viral intro to trying to leave on day one to walking away from the entire experience.
He's here to tell us what really went down because, like, we definitely want to know. No edits, no filters.
Yeah, so let's get into it. So welcome to the Villa, Kai. Pleasure to have you today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited for this one. Let's do it.
Sweet.
Yes.
All right.
But yeah, get into it, Kimberly.
So we're gonna get into a drinking game real quick. This time we're gonna keep it simple and clean because we don't want people to get hammered. We want them to continue sticking around for the podcast. So, all right, y'all, we're gonna keep it simple tonight.
Yeah, so all you need to do is take a drink or take a shot. Actually, just take a drink. Anytime we say island, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and based on this interview, you might want to pace yourself. So just give me a little warning.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. And all right, so you made one of the most memorable entrances of the season. Do you know did you know right away like what people were going to think of you, or like they were going to be talking about you, that you would just get people buzzing? What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know they were going to clip me like that, to be honest with you. I think they actually took two different parts of what I said and put it together, but like, I mean, I guess it worked out, but I knew pretty much right away. I was like, oh, this is not going to go well. But I also knew right away it was that perfect combination of like 50% of people are going to hate me and 50% of people are going to think it's hilarious. And I was just like, that's the perfect combination, baby. That's how you go viral,
Very, very, very true. So be honest, when you do watch it back, are you thinking like, was that me, or what was going through your head?
Honestly, I think I could have just added a couple more does in there. Honestly, I could have probably kept going. Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
yeah. I think I don't regret a single thing. I think it was hilarious, and honestly, like it's a win-win because anyone that takes that shit seriously is like, I mean, any hate comments I ever get, I'm like, really, dude, you're hating on that? Like, it's reality TV. It's not 100% serious. And to be honest, like that was like one of the most viral clips of the show, and I didn't stutter once. If I had stuttered, you could have made fun of me. But I didn't stutter, so.
Every time you could just reply back with "duh."
Every single hate comment I get, duh.
That was
classic.
Awesome. Oh, it was definitely gold for sure. So let's get straight into it. So what was going through your head like when you realized that you weren't like really in it, like to be on this island? Oh, I said island.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just day one. I don't know why. I just got there and I was just like, wow, this is not for me. And like I said to you guys, like I did try to leave kind of day one, and then they kind of told me like, hey man, like you're probably just going through it, XYZ. You should try give it a couple more days. And I was like, I feel like I'm not going through it. I feel like I'm pretty rational and fine. And then I gave it a couple more days and felt the same way. And I've just always kind of lived life with nobody really being able to tell me what to do. So it's just like, I'm feeling this, I'm out. No offense to the producers, right? They were all awesome. They have a show to make, but just without me,
And it was also close to your home, correct? Too. You don't live too far away from where it's filming, right?
Yeah, I could have basically swam home. It was like 20 minutes away. Yeah, it's like a flight.
Crazy.
Yeah, right. Do you think that made an impact on like your decision on like just cutting out early?
It was definitely weird to see my not see my home, but like know I was like 20 minutes that way, you know. So that was definitely a little weird. I kind of felt homesick, almost like trapped in my own home. It was kind of weird. But yeah, and nobody ever taught like nobody's gonna take it seriously, but genuinely reality TV is like actually very mentally taxing. And it's like it sounds like such a joke, like people are gonna be like, oh, you're such a little bitch, but like it actually is super hard. And it's kind of funny like that. I did not expect it to be as hard. I just didn't expect to have any of the emotions I had. I thought it would be a completely different experience.
So in not knowing that, and I know you said part of the reason why you potentially left is because you were there for the wrong reasons. But real quick, before we dive into what that actually means, how did you get here in the first place?
I just got a random DM.
The casting story.
Yeah, just a random DM on Instagram. I thought he was full of shit. I was like, this guy's trying to scam me. And then I just kept getting on these interviews. I kind of thought it was a joke. I just said the wildest shit. And then the dude was like, I remember the first interview was like, I don't even know if I should send this to Netflix. And I was like, just send it. It'll be fine. And then he sent it, and I just kept getting interviews. And then, yeah, it was kind of weird because they told me no originally. And then they reached back out really last minute and said, oh, we actually want you. And I was like, all right, cool. And that was it. I mean, pretty basic story, nothing too crazy, but it was just like, I think everyone has the same casting story. You don't really think you're going to get it. And then all of a sudden you do. It's just very weird, you know?
And that makes for some of the best, at least from what Kimberly and I have been picking up with our interviews, that makes for some of the best reality TV
you can't plan
stars.
Yeah. Nothing's premeditated. You just go on there and kind of be yourself. And that's what I did for my 30 seconds of fame, honestly.
Well, congrats on that. Now, why do you think you were there for the wrong reasons? Like, what does that actually mean to you when you say that?
You guys ever seen the movie Good Will Hunting?
Yes.
I mean, I had to go see about a girl.
How about them apples?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah. No, I met a girl like 6 or 8 weeks before the show, and she was interviewing for the show as well, actually, as a single. Same as me. So
that's a wild connection.
I know. And we were like laughing, like, what if we both got in there? Like, we're both gonna go XYZ. So we talked about it, but stuff started to get way more serious right before the show. And then I was like, God damn it, I was there, and I'm like, I'm not really enjoying this. And I know that she's like, every conversation I was having, I'm like, fuck, she's gonna see this, and then she's gonna like see me trying to build an emotional connection with these other girls, and it's just gonna hurt her. And then I'm like, fuck, there's like 100 cameras on me. I'm probably gonna get clipped up to be an absolute douchebag because like I'm sure they wanted me to be the villain regardless. That's just how I am. I get it. So I had all these thoughts going through my head, and I was just like, God, I really just don't enjoy this. Like if I was really enjoying it, and like I probably would have stayed. But she was like really the thing that like really pushed me over the edge to be like, this is just not worth it. Like I'm losing her, and like I'm already not enjoying it. And I was just there like thinking to myself, if I really popped off from this and got really famous, I don't know if this is what I would want to be known for. I'd rather be known for like business oriented stuff, which I'm doing now. So that was pretty much it. Yeah. Nothing.
You definitely have a good resume on the business front. Not that that's what we're here for, but like go brush your shoulders off for starting your multi-million-dollar business.
Thank you.
I checked out the website. Very impressed.
Get after it, Kai. Get after it.
Fueled by Monster Energy and Adderall, baby. That's the way to get it.
Cheers to that.
There you go. Get after it. So walk us through that moment. What was it? Was it instant clarity, or was it something that built over time? I mean, you kind of pretty much answered that, like when it came to.
Yeah, it was interesting. That's a great question, because like there is a moment where you're just like, fuck it, I'm out. It was definitely day one, and I was kind of on the fence, and then it was just like I was just looking out in the villa, sitting in like they called it Kai's corner. It was just like my little corner of the villa. I would go sit and watch the waves, and it was that thought that pushed me over. It was two thoughts. It was like, God, I'm gonna lose this girl that I really love, for sure, probably. Like, and then number two, I was just like, I really am passionate about business and entrepreneurship, and I know that if I get really famous or do anything like reality TV was, again, no shit against people in reality TV, but reality TV and business, like people don't take you as seriously if you're a reality TV guy. Like if I'm trying to be, the CEO of a Fortune 500 company at some point, that's not going to happen if I was on a reality TV show. So those are like the two big things that kind of pushed me over the edge, honestly. And then I was just like, man, this is just not for me. And when I like decide something, it's like, it's kind of going to happen usually. Yeah.
You said the word love.
Mhm.
And it was only after 6 to 8 weeks.
Well, you can't tell them that, but you're low-key
that
thinking
I
it.
know, but that was a lot, Kai,
Yeah.
from someone of your age who was also in the mindset to see what happens on a reality dating show. Damn.
You know how it is when you get got, you get got. It just happens. There's not much.
Yeah.
You just get
I
caught.
get it. I've seen the pictures. She is a stunner, but I'm sure she's just as stunning, in the inside as well. So
100%. Yeah. Fucking looks
So-
and personality, baby. Whole package.
There you
yeah,
go.
that's what I was just about to say. So in knowing, Kai, that she was the whole package, what made you stay a little bit longer? Because you do see little bit moments, not that you put yourself out there the most compared to other guys, and obviously for the reasons why, but you still had little moments where you seemed like you were in the mix, you were trying to go through the motions. So what made you stay a little bit longer?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just I wanted to try. Like, I didn't want to just leave day one and be like, and I kind of felt like I like to push myself in things. And that's why when I wanted to leave day one, I was like, okay, is this a rational decision? Am I just being emotional? Am I just upset for some reason? Like, what's going on? So yeah, it was just one of those things where I just kind of owed it to myself to like push past a little bit past like the resistance of my own mind, I guess, and just check it out. And then when I still had the same thought a couple of days later, like it was just done, But like I think sometimes like people make very rash decisions like based on emotion instead of like logic. So I kind of wanted to sit there longer and like be like, okay, like let's walk through this. Let's do a pros and cons list. Why am I actually leaving this show? Am I just being completely irrational and emotional, or like is this what I need to do? And then I came to the conclusion that I needed to leave, and simple, I just left. But yeah, that's kind of how I thought about it. I try not to be super emotional with any decision if possible. I think bad decisions lead when you react with emotion instead of logic most of the time.
Very good point.
Yeah.
That's so true. You're right. Okay, so we have to talk about the girl. So, of course, like we said, you met her 6 weeks before filming. So, how serious was it at that time compared to now, if it's still going on?
She's in there. I tried to get her on the camera, but she said no.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, that's awesome.
I tried to get her on, but she likes to be behind the camera, I guess.
That's okay.
Yeah, totally fine.
No, that means she's a good one then.
100%.
If she isn't about that camera.
100%. That's green flags all the way around, baby.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
right. So that's why she's a real one for sure.
Yeah. How serious was it?
Awesome. Good for
I mean,
you.
it was semi-serious. I think she got drunk and told me she loved me once before the show. And I said it back, but it was like, a drunk thing. And then we just didn't talk about it for a while. And then, cause she knew I might be on the show and she might be on the show. So, we both knew about it. But yeah, it definitely was a monkey wrench in the whole situation for sure.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
But honestly, worth it. I don't regret leaving for 1 minute. I think it was the best case scenario. I got my viral clip. I got out of there. And that was it. Now I can say I was on Netflix, baby. That's it.
Yeah.
Lots of love.
That's good to have on your resume. It's an awesome story. Okay, as I'm gonna say, as Kimberly and I like to say, manifest, and not to put you on the spot, but like if you guys were to have kids in the future, Kai, this is a kind of a cool story.
It's a cool story.
Tell them you guys will always have this story. So
yeah. 100%. And
cool.
I think it was cool. And I got told a couple times by some people like leaving the show was a mistake, XYZ. Like I gave up a huge opportunity. And it's like maybe, but I feel pretty good about it. And I'm honestly no regrets. I don't know what's that movie where he spells regrets wrong on his chest? We Are the Millers.
Yes, We Are the Millers.
Yeah. No regrets on the chest. Misspelled. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh man, no, that's funny. Yeah, so let's see here. So when you what were you thinking? Like I could still do this show, or did you already know you were just out, tapped out and ready to go?
Yeah, I thought I could still do it. And then I was sitting there being like, all right, I'm just not gonna say anything flirty. I'm just gonna try to be these girls' friends. And I couldn't this is the weird thing about the whole situation, right? Is you don't know these girls, they don't know you. So it's very weird to fake an emotionality that you actually don't have. As in, I don't know you. I don't know about your relationship. I can't just pretend to care all of a sudden until I've got to know you, right? And some guys are just way better at being able to like have those emotions and put themselves in it. I just never could. And I just felt like I was just being so fucking fake. Like I was having these conversations. I'm like, I'm not into this shit. And like, they don't want to talk to me. I don't want to talk to them. Like, it's just like weird. There's a bunch of cameras in our face and no shit against any of them. They're all super nice girls and everything.
Yeah.
But like to be able to fabricate an emotional connection out of nowhere on reality TV is definitely hard to do for sure. And I was struggling to like be authentic. And the one thing I hate more than anything else is people who are not authentic. And I was so far away from being authentic. That was a huge reason where I was just like, okay, I gotta go. Like this is just, you know, if I was genuinely being me and being able to do whatever I want, say whatever I want, act how like I really wanted to, I probably would have stayed. And then maybe not though, because of the whole Isabel situation. But yeah, I just felt the biggest word is unauthentic for me, for myself. Yeah.
So Kai, along the lines of reality TV versus real life, and actually, how many days were you there for?
I was there for like 10, but I was only filming for like 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you feel like the reality TV forces people to create connections that wouldn't happen in real life based off of what you witnessed, or potentially how you felt even in the moment, even though your heart was obviously elsewhere?
I think they're manufactured. Not that they're fake, but they're definitely, you know, they're facilitated in a very specific way, for sure. And that's fine. Like they have a show to make, but at the end of the day, like it is really less scripted than people think. Like the emotions are pretty raw, especially the longer that you're there, because you really get like indoctrinated into like the system of like, hey, this is real life now. Like you kind of forget the cameras are there a bit, and the emotions are very raw. I'm sure the emotions are raw for the girls and the guys and everyone. But yeah, I would say it's pretty real, honestly. I would only say like it's not is fabricated the word. It's kind of coaxed in a certain direction, and there are storylines that have to kind of play out. But like it's not scripted, and I think the emotions are actually very real, especially the longer you're there, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So like, what did you think this experience teach you about yourself?
Oh, that I'm not made for reality TV when I really thought I was. I thought I was going to go in there and fucking kill it and have a great time, and I went in there and absolutely fucking hated it. But yeah, it was just maybe that's an ego check. Maybe that's me just maybe thinking I'm more confident and better than I am on camera and with words and everything. And maybe I thought it was more emotionally tough, I guess. So yeah, probably like an ego check in a way. I think a lot of the guys got ego checked for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, probably humbling experience for sure. Like I really thought I could handle anything. And that was just one of those things where I'm like, very rarely am I like, wow, I really messed up. Like that was one of those.
Yeah.
No, at least you could say you put yourself out there. Sorry to cut you off.
Sure. 100%. You have to say yes to shit. Otherwise, like life's just gonna pass you by. You got one life. You might as well try shit out, you know?
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree with you 1,000%. No, that's cool. Because it's like, had you not tapped into that reality experience, you would have never realized what was awaiting you. And
then I would have probably resented Isabel for a long time for making me not go. And then, you know, the relationship probably wouldn't have worked out. Now I went, now I know I didn't like it, and I chose her over that. Win-win situation. Or what does Michael Scott say in The Office? Win-win-win. A win-win-win situation. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Again, a lot of people would just go through it. They would fake it. So that says a lot about you, Kai. It also says a lot that maybe reality TV isn't for you. So are you for certain you wouldn't do any type of reality TV again? Maybe even if it's not a dating show? What are your thoughts on that?
If I was single, hypothetically, I might do another show. Definitely nothing to do with not Love Island or not Temptation Island. I would do like a Mr. Beast thing. I would do it again, maybe, but like I don't know if I'd do a dating show like that again. I don't ever want to try to steal someone's girl on live TV. That just is not. I thought it'd be way more fun than it was.
That's not.
Yeah, not it, guys, not it. I tried. I gave it the old college try.
You sure did. You know, you gave it your all.
Yeah, I did 100%. But again, the whole thing was absolutely hilarious and honestly so fun. And I'm just genuinely so glad I got to do it because I think reality TV going on Netflix is just an experience that very few people get in their life. And I'm a big proponent of like, if there's an experience that very few people get to experience, you should do it, right? Just because.
Yeah, you're part of a rare club.
Yeah, for sure. And I hope I can continue to do a bunch of shit that a lot of other people don't get the opportunity to do and just be blessed in that way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. So were the producers like, were they trying to convince you to stay longer?
At first, yeah, but then once I definitely crashed out a little bit on the third or fourth day, and I was like, listen, I know you got a show to make. This shit is not it for me. No offense. Like I think you guys are great. You guys have been awesome, super helpful, amazing. I'm here for the wrong reasons. I'm just gonna be a detriment to your show. And yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, so were there like any like certain incentives that like may have like almost coaxed you to stay, but you were like, nah, no, I'm out of here. No,
there was literally like once I made up my mind, there was a 0.000% chance. And they even told me, they're like, dude, you might not be on the show at all and like get nothing. I was like, all right, I'm out.
Right.
I don't know, I'm sorry. I don't know. It wasn't like a fame thing or a clout thing or like, it was just like, all right, like I decided this is not for me, period, end of sentence, full stop.
Yeah, it's just your time to get out. Yeah, I hear you. But look, I love the way everything worked out for you, though, for real. So.
Couldn't have been better, honestly.
Yeah.
It seems like, I mean, yeah, the clip was just so funny. It's like I watched it live with all the boys, and I'm just sitting there like, there's no way they clipped. This is like the one because I remember saying that, and I remember being, yeah, I think. I don't know. I don't remember where that was, but I was
The dog or the silly goose one? Both. But
the silly goose, I knew they might include. That's fine. But the duh clip, that was where I was like, oh shit. Like I do remember saying that, and I was like, I came out of there being like, yo, that might have been a little far. And then of course that's a clip they use, you know.
So do you feel like, Kai, not that I am from Hawaii, and not that I'm a surfer either. I love me a good Hawaiian reality show or surfer reality show. So I do know, especially if you're native, there's just in pockets of Hawaii or the islands, there's just certain lingo and ways that you speak. Do you feel like that's a part of it as well? That's just how you naturally speak where you're from? You know, like the lingo.
I don't think anyone from Hawaii says "duh" that many times.
Okay, okay.
I will
the
say
the people of Hawaii, they forgive you now. They forgive you.
Yeah, I think the only thing that was very much Hawaii was flexing the Toyota Tacoma, because that's very much a Hawaii thing. Only people from Hawaii would understand that a Toyota Tacoma is funny as hell because everyone has one there. That's like the thing, you know. That's why I thought it was funny when I was like in the Toyota Tacoma. Duh, I'm like, it's not like I was like in the Lambo or in the Corvette. I'm like in the Toyota Tacoma. Like it's not even that sick of a car.
So you did leave early. Did you have the chance to make any friends from the show?
Yeah, still friends with all the guys, girls. A couple of the single girls are coming over here, I think next week to do a podcast. Did a couple of podcasts with the single guys. I was just in LA with all of them. I was in Miami with all of them. Yeah, super fun. That was one thing that was really cool. I thought everyone would be fake as fuck, but like they were honestly really cool. Like everyone was super cool and genuine. Obviously, you know, it's a reality TV world, so there's some fakeness and some filters, but for the most part, the connections were super cool. You know, 100%.
Right. No, that's super cool for sure. And I know that you called yourself out after the show. Like, what did you learn about how you came across to everybody?
What I learned? Oh, I learned that I love it. Like I every single hate comment I got, like I was just like, this is awesome. I wasn't sure how to react to it, and as I saw them start coming in, I was like, yo, I might be built for this shit. Like this is hilarious, you know? Because I'm just sitting here being like, every single hate comment I get, like the little freaking virgin nerd attached to the other end of this screen is just some keyboard warrior who's just like in there on me. It's like he's not gonna say shit to my face in real life. He'll get head kicked.
Right? I can't stand a keyboard warrior. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot stand a keyboard warrior.
Somebody who doesn't have a picture, or it's a religious picture or quote, and obviously an acting religious.
Double chin. He's like, what's up? You know, it's like, what's up, dude? I'll cook you.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
So anyway, I learned that I was built for hate comments, and I think it's hilarious. And then also like it was cool to get a bunch of love and have people be like, "Oh, that was my favorite part of the whole show." I was like, "Oh, hell yeah, duh."
Funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So, do you think people judge you too harshly or fairly?
Fair as hell, girl. You see my fucking clip? Oh, they're judging you too.
Oh, I love it. The first step is admitting it, Kai.
100%.
You're
100%.
on.
I mean,
You're
dude,
on the right.
if I saw that clip,
track.
I'd probably dog that dude too.
What did you?
Then I dab him up and buy him a beer right after.
Oh, I can only imagine what your friend said. Yeah.
Savage. I've got nothing.
I know,
but
you're
positive
right.
from the boys, man. Yeah. So I mean,
Oh,
here's the
good.
thing. At the end of the day, it's like you have to still have the balls to go on reality TV and know you're going to get clipped up and be okay with the hate that comes along with it, right? So it's like even that in itself, anyone that goes to reality TV, I commend them for that because you're going to deal with hate no matter what you do, even if you're a great person, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm loving this conversation. Like I feel like I'm having a sit down with my Navy SEAL friends because you got like that their charisma and their energy. So it's like that's why I'm like laughing even harder because
Hell yeah, I love it.
feel like one of them is really funny.
I do my best.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what would you do differently if you could go back?
Nothing. I fucking crush that shit. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Literally nothing. I mean, honestly, genuinely, I wish I had said making love under the stars instead of piped under the stars. And I wish I had said on the plane, duh, she's not paying for shit, duh. That's what I probably should have said. But again, I didn't plan it. It just kept coming. Like I don't know what happened. I think I entered flow state.
Like you had just rolled and you were rolling with it. I was dying.
Yeah. And the funniest part of the whole thing, if I had stuttered one time, I was cooked. I would have been absolutely cooked. I didn't. Thank the good Lord and Savior. Yeah. Yeah.
So Kai, we have talked about some amazing green flags with your girl, but obviously Temptation Island, especially with the like legit men that were selected, like the men that were in the couples that were selected, there are red flags galore. So thinking either on the show or overall to your dating history, Kai, because that's what brought us here. What is a red flag that you have ignored before that you'll never ignore again?
Probably a girl that gets blackout drunk consistently. I would say that's one. And a girl who really cares about her social media as far as posting super provocative pictures, because I think girls will always, and I get called a misogynist for this or whatever, but I'm like, so you're posting pictures of your ass on Instagram for yourself, but like you should have enough validation and love for yourself to not need to do that. Like for the most part, when a girl's posting that kind of stuff and clearly showing off her body, she's sexualizing herself, and for the most part, she's doing it for dudes. So those are the two big things. And like I'm all for girls showing love and self-care and all that, but I feel like you could post something that's, not sexualizing yourself, because what girls are doing with that is like they are literally saying, hey, I'm a sexual object. Like that's what those posts give me with that vibe, right? As opposed to like post a beautiful picture of you in a dress, look classy. So yeah, the way they structure their Instagram for sure, I think is, if they do have one, I think can be a green flag or a red flag for sure.
Okay.
I hear you. That's fair, especially if it's like if you're thinking marriage long term. I totally get that, because
non-negotiable. Yeah, you can't have that all over the Instagram. That's something special for your husband or for your boyfriend or whatever. Yeah.
I hear you. All right, let's see here. So, like, do you believe the timing matters more than chemistry? Tell us your thoughts on that.
For a relationship?
Uh-huh.
Good question. I mean, I used to think that being a hopeless romantic back in the day, like, the connection and chemistry beats everything. But I think timing actually does matter a lot as well. Like when I was first starting the businesses, there was no way I was going to have a serious relationship, because I just would have been a piece of shit boyfriend, and I kind of had a girlfriend, I had a girl that I was seeing, and I was just like the worst, like not giving her attention, like always working, like consistently choosing the business over her. And I don't regret any of that. She was a great girl, but at the same time, like that was the time I was in, and I don't regret that at all. I built a really successful company, and if I had put all that time and energy into a girl, no matter how great she was, I wouldn't have built what I built. So yeah, unfortunately, I would say timing matters more than chemistry.
I definitely believe that. I actually heard a statistic too, that it's for a lot of men, like they can meet like the perfect woman, that could be the one, but it's like if the timing's wrong, they will move on. But if the timing's right, if that girl comes along, a certain girl comes along at that right time, then they'll move on. I've seen it. I've seen it happen a lot. So that makes sense.
That's classic taxi light theory, right? So it's like, when the taxi light's on, it's taking on new customers. They're ready to actually commit and have a customer come on board. and take the ride with them. But if the taxi light's off, no matter how many customers get in there, the taxi's not going anywhere. So yeah, you kind of have to find a guy with that taxi light on if you're looking for a serious long-term relationship, which I think most young women are in general. Yeah.
So, what is something along the lines of dating, overall with modern dating, that you feel like people get completely wrong nowadays?
Yeah, why do women have jobs and why are women paying for shit? I don't understand. It should be a man's job. I don't know. I feel like that should be something.
Because some of us love to work.
I don't know.
I'm
That's just how I feel.
crazy not working. Teach their own.
No,
There
no,
is pros and cons, but
100%. No. Two different things though. You should want to go to your job and enjoy your job, right?
Yes.
It should be fun for you. You should not be going to some job that you hate, working for some boss because you need the money. Right?
Okay,
you should go have fun at your job, right? So if women want to work, that's great. But I don't want my girl to ever have to work. Two completely separate.
Yeah, I got what you were throwing down. Yeah, I
got you.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like, yo, you can't have a job. You have to be in the kitchen. Absolutely not. I want you to have a job, but I want you to have a job that you actually enjoy and that you're not like forced to go to every day and hate because you need the money. That's a dude's job. Girls need to have fun. Dudes need to work. I don't know. I feel like that's something that's gotten lost in this dating economy, I guess. And then maybe girls need to lower their standards a little bit because they spend a little bit too much time on social media, and dudes need to stop being fucking losers. I think if those two things happen, we probably have a lot more happy relationships.
Yeah, and I also think everyone's always like thinking the grass is greener on the other side, like
social media,
especially because of the swiping culture too. So
oh my god, 100%. Social media is I'm guilty of that. Everyone's guilty of that. Because it's like, 30 years ago, there was maybe like one or two hot girls in your whole hometown. Now you can pick up Instagram and bam, hot.
Right.
Boom, dude 6'4", makes $300,000 a year, fucking 12-inch wiener. They're everywhere, Like, what are you meant to do? Social media is cooking us. Duh.
Oh my God. So one word to describe your Temptation Island experience.
Say that one more time.
I'm sorry. One word to describe your Temptation Island experience.
Cooked.
And what is the biggest misconception about you?
I don't know what conceptions people have of me. Hard question to answer. I got no idea. Probably not I'm a fucking douchebag, which is hilarious, and honestly makes sense. I got a little douchey in me. I don't know what to tell you, but that's just part of me. I'm a nice guy too. I got a big heart. I just think it's way more important for people in general to be kind, not nice. I think dudes that are nice are pussies. I think being kind is a completely better thing to be as a man. And there's a huge difference between being kind and being nice. So I'm a big proponent of being kind, not nice.
Hear you. So who would you not trust on the island?
Girls or guys?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Probably Jack. I knew that dude was piping from day one. Yeah.
Any girls? Who do you feel like out of the main girls was the least trustworthy?
The least trustworthy. I mean, I guess technically Cheyenne because she hooked up with Preston, but again, like she only piped Preston after Jack piped Carter. So it's like everyone's piping everyone. It's like it's an eye for an eye. I get where she's coming from, Yeah.
Yeah. And we know you won't do reality TV show again. Did you ever think prior to this show about ever doing another show?
Yeah, for sure. I thought, I mean, I was at a spot with the businesses where I was just like, okay, like they're a little bit, I'm kind of bored. I got their hands off. I work my ass off for a couple of years and I have employees now and they're being run by themselves. So I was like, hey, maybe this is my next big thing. I was like, maybe this is how I was meant for this shit. And I thought I was genuinely. I thought I was going to go in there, crush it, really enjoy the experience, go on a bunch of other shows, and pursue this as like a fun kind of thing. So I'm so glad I tried it and realized it's not for me. Otherwise, like we said earlier, I always would have been looking back, wondering what if, And I believe that with everything in life. There's a time I really want to be a professional video game player. Tried it for like 8 years, realized it was not for me, and I'm glad I did. And I've done so many things like that where I'm just like, thank God I tried it. I think a lot of people have these like dumbass thoughts in their head where like, oh, I could have been all these things. Bro, probably not. You should have just tried them, and then you would never have that regret in general. Just try.
Yeah, very true.
Harder than to eliminate. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Got it.
Yeah.
So what would you want people to understand about you that they didn't see on the show?
I'm nicer in person than just that one clip. I swear. That one clip was not an accurate representation of who I am as a person. Although that definitely is a super accurate representation of a part of who I am, which is fine. You know, I don't think
It's
they got
one
it
of your
totally wrong.
layers.
One of the layers for sure. Yeah. And I think the more layers you can have and the more polarizing you can be as a person, the more attractive and charismatic you are in general. So it's important to have polarity and be have layers. 100%.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Kai, what is next for you?
Good question, girl. You let me know. I don't know. I'm lost as hell. I got nothing to do.
I know we need to ask your girl what's next for you.
Baby,
Maybe
we getting
she
married or
has
what?
maybe she has a crystal ball.
No, I keep trying to get her to stop taking her birth control and have a couple babies, but she keeps doing it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
You
gonna
better
say-
put a
yeah.
ring on it first before you have that conversation.
We'll see. I'm
Okay.
not
Ready.
Okay.
100%. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe a
But no,
couple- maybe a
again,
couple
you have a
birthdays.
really great business, and we shared it in the chat as well. It's Stone Systems. I think it's a very helpful business that you have with, right? It's creating websites and platforms for
Contractors. Yeah, just AI.
contractors. So helpful.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's not their skill set.
Yeah,
They
it's pretty
have
fucking
skills
boring.
elsewhere, so that's a game changer for them. So
For sure. Yeah. Definitely.
very
Definitely
helpful.
pretty boring ass business, but it was cool because it makes decent money. So I'm happy I did it.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
very helpful.
I did my best. It turns out contractors are not great with computers. Who would have thought, you know?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's awesome. So if you enjoyed the interview, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, and drop in the comments, do you think Kai made the right decision to walk away? I definitely think so. And again, that says so much more about yourself
Really
and
good.
what's important to you that you were able to walk away and also be honest about it afterwards.
100%. Yeah. No, I appreciate you guys so much for having me. This was a fun one. I'm glad we got to do it live as well. That's super cool. That's new for me. So, yeah.
You nailed it.
Oh yes, most definitely. This was so much fun. Not gonna lie. And of course, y'all, audience, whoever's out there or watching on a replay, let us know who you want us to interview next.
Yes. And Kai, if you don't mind taking the time, let the people know where they can follow you at.
For sure. Yeah. Just at Kai Stone 808 on Instagram, and then at Kai Stone YouTube is my YouTube where I just talk about business shit. So if you want to check out that, be my guest. I would love it.
Sounds good. Wonderful. Well, that wraps up another episode, guys, of the Villa Download, your go-to spot for all things Bravo, Love Island, pop culture, reality TV, and every messy moment in between.
And don't forget, new lives are every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, and clips drop throughout the week right here on YouTube and over on our Instagram.
Yes, and keep the comments coming, whether you're not your live replay crew, wherever it is that you're following us, and tell us anything that you want us to cover in the future.
Until then, y'all, stay hydrated, stay dramatic, and as always,
stay Villa Downloaded. Have a good night, everyone. And thank you so much, Kai. It was a pleasure.
yes.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, y'all.